2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, as I said, two friends versus Switzerland matchup. Obelex and Tolstoj on top, Toni and Gunter on the bottom. Round 3 of winner bracket, which means mandatory level 18 starts, but shouldn't be a problem for these players. And yeah, neck and neck in both games. Gunter with a 1 Tetris lead, but Toni is Tetris ready. However, it's already quite a tough board, and now the well is blocked. So Toni in a bit of early trouble already. Let's see if he can get out of this. It looks quite compromised, but if he gets the right pieces, he should be able to make it. He's gonna lose a lot of space for sure, though. Gunter not really able to take advantage of that so far, and no, the misdrop from Toni! And that's gonna be an early top out for Toni, losing game number 1. So it's gonna be a 1 heart for Gunter already. Ouais, Toni est un peu trop excentré. Toni est un peu excentré. Non, de l'autre côté. Autre côté. Parfait. Ouais, nickel. Doing tech at the same time as adjusting the camera for Toni. And meanwhile on top we still have a game. Meanwhile I guess game number 2 is gonna start any moment now. Ah, okay. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Here we go. So on top 134 for Obelex and 128 for Tolstoj. So quite a close game so far, but Obelex is clean. Meanwhile Tolstoj in a bit of trouble with that weird left well. He still has some cleanup to do. So Tolstoj is gonna lose more pace. He's around 2 Tetrises behind already, and it's probably gonna be more. Meanwhile at the bottom we are still in yeah, early game. And Toni with almost a 1 Tetris lead, a bit less than that. Obelex still holding on to his lead. Tolstoj is setting up for dirty Tetris in the 19 pieces drought and gets it. And now Obelex is also in this drought and will also get the Tetris at the end of it. So Tolstoj a bit ahead in pieces. And in line as well. I guess it's because he had to do some dig up top. And Toni up to a good start in the bottom with a 1 Tetris lead over Gunter. And he's clean, but the long bar is not coming. Finally it comes. Meanwhile Gunter is not ready for a Tetris, so he's not gonna be able to catch up soon. Tolstoj is back to being clean, and with those dirty, risky, aggressive setups, he actually didn't lose too much ground. However, he's again in quite some trouble, not Tetris ready. And he was long bar dependent, he got the long bar, he has to take the safety triple. And now he's starting to fall quite behind, 80k behind. Okay, Toni opening up the well again. Seeing the lead, and we are into a drought in the bottom. Okay, Gunter seeing the end of the drought, and Toni as well. Still 21k over around the Tetris lead for Toni over Gunter in the bottom. Yeah, Tolstoj is quite far behind. He had to go through a few digs, and this board is not very comfortable to play with that center well and a misdrop. I think it's soon gonna be the end for Tolstoj. Oh, he's surviving. The hyper tapping coming into play for Tolstoj, but this is a really difficult board, and no, he's not gonna survive this. And Obelex is good to take game number 1. It's quite a decent pace, so let's update the score and give the heart to Obelex. Here we go. And at the bottom, Toni is still holding on to the early 1 Tetris lead. He got that lead really early on, and he has kept it ever since. A bit of a hole in the stack, the well is covered, but No danger. Oh, that rotation from the bar was so late. That could have been tricky, but he made it through. But Gunter though now is back in the lead with 2 back-to-back Tetrises. Are we ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game number 2 on top. For Obelex and Tolstoj. Meanwhile, we are 80 lines into the second game at the bottom. And neck and neck, actually, only 380 point difference. Gunter Tetris ready. And with the Tetris, meanwhile, Toni has some dig to do, but okay, that long bar dependency is filled in, and now he's back to scoring himself, and he's back with a very small lead, 1k lead. Oh, yeah, Gunter set up for some tuck. The long bar dependency is filled with a J. That's not super comfortable for Gunter, but I think a player like him can survive this. I wouldn't for sure. But yeah, he's clean again, but not Tetris ready due to that hole at the bottom. So he has some cleanup to do that will allow Toni, who's clean, to take the lead maybe. Meanwhile at the top, it's neck and neck still, around 100k for both players, and both are fairly clean. Obelex though is Tetris ready, yeah, will catch up. And still neck and neck. Oh, Toni filling the well with the J right before the long bar came. Okay, he got a second long bar right after, so not too much damage has been done for Toni, who's extending his lead now that Gunter is still not out of his dig yet. And now he's falling behind, 2.5 Tetrises behind, and a lot of long bar dependencies for Gunter that's not comfortable to play. Let's see if he can survive, but he's gonna be behind in pace even if he managed to do so. Okay, the long bar is coming at least, and Toni having some dig to do himself with a long bar dependency as well. Okay, he gets it and gets a dirty Tetris as well, so Toni not even losing pace. And Gunter as well with a dirty into transition to a 19. So he's ahead in lines as well, so he's quite far behind in pace. But of course a long way to go, and let's see if Toni's 19 can match Gunter's 19. And Tolstoj with quite a big lead actually, over 3 Tetrises over Obelex. Yeah, he's 60k ahead. And oh, Gunter with quite a type B board here. I think he can survive this if he gets the right pieces, but oh, but the miss drop, the tuck is missed, and I think that's gonna be too hard for Gunter. No, he's still holding on. Oh, this left side is really difficult to play with, and no, Gunter will not be able to survive this, and Toni will tie up the score, 1-1. And as Van Dwer used to say, now it's a best of 3. Oh, Tolstoj with a misdrop, but he's still able to bang the Tetris. He is long bar dependent though. Still in the lead, so it might not be critical yet. Obelex is Tetris ready. And yes, are fairly even in line. And I'm ready for game 3 if you guys are. So 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, I forgot to update the heart though for Toni. Let me do that right now. Alright. Still, so we are at game 2 on top and game 3 at the bottom. And Obelex back in the lead. Tolstoj had a bit of dig to do, meanwhile Obelex remained clean, so now he's back in the lead. He was behind for almost the entirety of this game, but as a transition is approaching really fast, Obelex is back in the lead with quite a steady game. Less eventful than Tolstoj's game. Oh, and Gunter into early trouble. That's gonna be a lot of cleaning to do, and those pieces are not great. And he's in middle of the drought as well with that left well dirty Tetris. Oh, and right when the bar comes, he filled in, of course, classic. Oh, and he didn't take the triple. And now he's dependent to a lot of pieces, and that's gonna be really difficult for Gunter to survive this. Okay, he should be able to do so, but he's gonna lose a lot of pace. Toni is over 2 Tetrises ahead. Toni though is not clean, so that's gonna slow him down as well. And oh, Gunter is actually not clean again, but at least back to safety.
Wits?
Oh, and the Wits from Tolstoj. Into transition for Tolstoj, quite a high transition, but with the hyper tap it should be fine. And yeah, 50k lead for Obelex into transition. And yeah, pretty good transition for Obelex actually, over 500k. So we have a pretty good game on top, but Tolstoj is in trouble and I don't think he's gonna be able to survive it. No, he will not. And Obelex is gonna take game number 2 and move up to match point already. So far, yeah, we haven't had any upset in terms of seeding numbers, and Obelex is the top seed coming into this matchup, so he doesn't want to be the first one to make the upset happen against him. And at the bottom, yeah, Gunter still not very clean. He's not that far behind though, considering the early game he got. 3 Tetrises behind. I think that's... Oh, but that misdrop is gonna be costly. The left side is almost unusable for Gunter. That Tetris though is gonna help. Now we should be able to manage this, but it's gonna be... he's gonna be slowed down in pace once again. Oh, yeah. We are ready on top. So 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Will Obelex convert his first match point? Or will Tolstoj survive a bit longer in this winner bracket? Yeah, Gunter is now 100k behind. He had a lot of dig to do, but he's clean again. So is Toni. And they are hitting a drought now. 18 pieces drought, 20 now. So it's gonna be tough to manage for both players. Still clean. Even though there's a dependency for Toni, the well is close for Toni, but it's still a drought. 36 pieces, that's a really long drought. 40 pieces, and finally the bar is coming, but only Gunter is able to score. That drought actually put Toni in quite some trouble. Maybe that's the chance for Gunter to catch up. Yeah, he's scoring another Tetris, but Toni is back to safety, so he only lost a fraction of his lead. Yep, Gunter with another Tetris back to a 55k deficit, which is much lower than what he had a few lines ago. That drought kinda benefited him because he managed to keep it clean. Meanwhile, it slowed down Toni a bit. Gunter Tetris ready again. Toni is not, but he's clean at least. And Tolstoj with quite an early lead on top. Both players are pretty clean. He's starting to get high for Tolstoj, but with the hyper tap, it's manageable even with the 18 pieces drought, and he's able to score 2 Tetris in a row at the end of this drought, so the risk pays off for Tolstoj. Oh, and Gunter in a bit of trouble into transition. Okay, he's clean, but the bar is not coming. Still a bit high. Nice. Nice for Gunter, but he's still 3 Tetrises behind. And he's not behind in lines. So Gunter is gonna have to make something happen in this 19 speed phase of the game. I don't think any of these players can go really far into 29, so it's probably gonna be played on 19. Tolstoj is with a massive lead, 7 Tetrises ahead, and quite a scary board for Obelex. That game 3 is not looking really good. He's trying to dig this down, but the pace is just dreadful for Obelex, so maybe we should focus at the game on the bottom. Column 3 Tetris for Gunter. He has to risk it a bit more, because he's behind and already in level 22. Oh, but a bit of trouble for Toni. On 19, it's not too easy to survive this. Oh, and that long bar dependency and a few misdrops. That's gonna be hard for Toni to survive. He's making a few lines, but it's gonna be tricky. And a Tetris for Gunter. Gunter in the lead, actually. He caught up really quickly. He's keeping it safe. Toni with a good survival, but not really able to clean it up. Oh, and that misdrop might be one too much. Meanwhile, Obelex is on the chase down. And yes, there's a chase down for... No! Oh my god! Yes. Oh my god, Gunter almost missing the chase down. He had 2k to catch up and he misdropped that first bar but was able to get the second one. So Gunter is good. And we'll move up into match point. And on top, Obelex is in a chase down for the match, but it's gonna be a long chase down. Because he was really far behind. It's a really unfortunate top out for Tolstoj, actually. Because he was really far ahead. And yeah, since Obelex is a really capable player into 19, he could just line this out. But it would take quite a while. Let me update the score really quick for Gunter. I am ready for the next game if you guys are. Are you guys ready for the next game? Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And actually, Obelex only a few lines away from taking the game. 2k to catch up, around 2k, a bit more. One more line should do it for Obelex. And Obelex is good. Obelex will advance to the next round with a sweep over Tolstoj. And Tolstoj will drop down to loser bracket, so you will see him really soon playing again right after this. On the bottom, it's 2-1 in favor of Gunter up to match point. But the last game was pretty close. Toni was actually with a pretty good lead for most of it, but yeah, mistakes are really costly on 19, even for good players, especially on DAS. But Gunter's playing DAS. I don't think Toni plays DAS. No, Toni is rolling actually. You can see on camera. And Gunter with a square dependency, but it's gonna be filled with this L or J, whatever, which one it is. I always mix them up. Neck and neck on the bottom, and I can try to switch up to a two-player setup. Here we go. So Gunter with a 1 Tetris lead. Toni not really clean, not in danger, but not really able to score. And the double well for Gunter. We are actually in a DAS versus roll matchup, which the audience often like to see. And yeah, so far it's the Das player up to match point and in the lead as well. With a 2.7 Tetris lead, 61k. It's actually a pretty good pace for Gunter. It's pretty good early game. 220 after 50 lines. Unfortunately, those pieces are really not great. And he's hitting a drought as well. Of course, we are playing with the same piece set, so Toni is also experiencing this drought. Gunter is actually out of the drought, so is Toni, with the Tetris back within the Tetris range. And only a 1 line difference in terms of pace. Gunter Tetris ready, and with the long bar will score and extend his lead to a bit less than 2 Tetrises. 40, yeah, around 40k lead. Still clean boards for both players, but a drought is coming. It's okay, 17 pieces, it's not the end of the world. Both play. Oh, but the misdrop for Toni! And that's definitely the kind of misdrop that could only happen with roll, I think. And with roll, it's really hard to correct those missteps. But yeah, not too costly, so he was able to clean it up and score the Tetris not yeah, pretty quickly. And but Gunter now is extending his lead, 100k lead for Gunter right now. Gunter on actually a very good game. Especially for Das. 400k at 94 lines. However, he has some cleanup to do. Shouldn't take too long though to clean it up. So Gunter even able to chat about what's happening on stream 1 while experiencing this drought on Das, and does it really well. Banging another Tetris. 105 lines, 441 for Gunter, 387 for Toni. 2 Tetris lead still for Gunter. And Gunter with another Tetris. He's yeah, on pace for over 500k transition, which in a Das match setting is pretty good pace. 490 transition is coming in 12 lines for Gunter and 13 for. Okay, over 500 for Gunter now. Still holding on to between 2 and 3 Tetris lead. They are not really scoring them at the same time, so it's oscillating between 2 and 3 Tetrises. A bit of trouble for Toni. It's not the best of the boards for him. At least a terrible board to score. Meanwhile, Gunter into 19 with a 544 transition. Really good Das game for Gunter. On a really good pace. Over 3 Tetrises ahead. And Toni still not able to score. Meanwhile, Gunter is banging this Tetris. However, it could come back very quickly. On Das, you're always on the edge. On 19 speed, so one mistake and it's usually GG for Das. And this is also where really roll can unlock its full potential. Oh, and yeah, Gunter didn't see at first that he was Tetris ready, but luckily for him, he got a second bar straight away and realized it. So almost 5 Tetrises lead now for Gunter, but Toni is back to being clean and able to score and banging Tetrises, so if he can have the full power of rolling, he might be able to pull up a massive catch-up. Okay, that's not the cleanest board for Gunter, but at least able to bang a Tetris. Oh, and that's not gonna burn a line. Okay, that's still all good for Gunter. Oh, Gunter with that delayed burn, but the right pieces are not coming, and this is really difficult now for Gunter on Das. It's gonna be tricky to survive this. Oh, and yeah, and Toni is back to one Tetris deficit only. So you can see on Das, 19 can go really quick the wrong way, even when you're on a really good game. And all of a sudden, Toni is in a good position to chase this down. Only 7k to catch up now for Toni. Only a few lines left for Toni, 3k. I think 2 singles will do it. Yeah, 1 single remaining for Toni. There we go, Toni with the successful chase down. The rolling paying off in 19 speed, and we are gonna have a decider. So decider between the two players. So as soon as they're ready, we are gonna go with this decider. Are you guys ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Here we go, game number 5, decider for this round 3 winner bracket between Gunter and Toni. The roller versus the dasser, the French versus the Swiss. And already a Tetris for Toni. Gunter, Tetris ready and banging his first Tetris of the game, and Tetris ready again. Meanwhile, Toni has to do attack. I think he tried to go for a spin with SZ, but he didn't manage to get it, which will require some cleanup or some row 1 Tetris, which is very doable in a roll on 18 speed. Small drought, 16 pieces drought. Negotiated pretty well by Gunter. Toni still with some tuck setup. Oh, and he misses the tuck again. Okay, this time he's gonna get it, but he's almost clean, but quite dependent to a few pieces. Yeah, he has to burn, and Gunter though in a drought, so not able to capitalize. Okay, there comes the long bar. Gunter able to score the Tetris and keep it clean after that drought. And Gunter with an early lead of 3.5 Tetrises. And the S is not coming, also the T is gonna do it. It's always the T saving you up, but the square always here to put you into trouble. So it's gonna be a bit of digging for Gunter. I don't think it's dangerous for a player like him. Could be with the wrong pieces, I guess. Oh, he has to cover the well. Not able to score and still dependent of J, which came a bit too late. That Barzo will make him again, but still not able to score. He's gonna bleed a bit of his lead. Both players Tetris ready, and Toni with the Tetris. Catching up only 2.6 Tetrises behind. Gunter finally able to score again after that small moment of slowdown. Back to safety and cleanness. Gunter with another Tetris, keeping his lead up. 209 versus 147 after 60 lines. That's again good pace for Das. 231 after 64 lines. I think we are again on pace for transition over 500k. Okay, finally that square is gonna come for the tuck. And the long bar is coming. Tetris for Gunter. Toni long bar dependent, but he misses the 5th tap, which is the hardest to do on roll. He will have to burn this down a bit. He is Tetris ready on the left though, but I guess he can make a long bar go over, but the long bar is not coming. And now he has to cover the well. That's a really tricky situation for Toni. And Gunter scoring a Tetris, but Toni managed to open the well again and get the long bar to the left, thanks to the power of rolling. And he's back to not really to safety yet, because he instantly had to cover the well again. Okay, here we go. Simultaneous Tetris for both players. Toni still keeps going with that left well setup, and it pays off. It is third Tetris on the left. Gunter still with a small lead, but he over Tetris, but it shrinks a bit. He was further ahead. His Tetris ready, so able to score another one. Meanwhile, Toni with quite a tuck setup that he's not managing to fill in, and now he's left with a hole on his stack. His Tetris ready on row 1 though, and he managed to get it, and he's gonna get another one on row 1. Of course, on roll, it's not too much of a problem to play a row 1 on 18.
Yeah.
Gunter still with a 38k lead over Toni, but I guess he kinda needs a lead coming into transition, because he cannot do what Toni can do on 19 because of DAS. He's into a drought. Still managing to keep it safe so far. Oh, but now he's not Tetris ready anymore. Okay, he is again. Luckily for him, the wrong bar came after he managed to put himself Tetris ready. So he's keeping his lead. Toni Tetris ready as well, and he's gonna score the Tetris. Meanwhile, Gunter is waiting for the long bar. Here it comes. Still around 40k lead for Gunter. And the transition is coming actually in one line for Gunter. And Toni already into 19 with a 400k transition, 472 transition for Gunter. But Gunter will be a bit at a disadvantage into 19 due to playing DAS. So he has to take the safety triple, which you often have to do on DAS in 19 speed, because... Oh, but Toni will top out, and Gunter is good and will advance to the next round, so he's coming on top of the DAS versus roll matchup. Amazing stuff. So Toni is gonna drop down to loser bracket, and I think he's gonna face... okay, I'm gonna face Richard, I believe. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a bit cutting. Okay, here we go. So yeah, coming next is gonna be the loser bracket. So